In this video, we're going to be looking at percentages, and we're looking at the basics to start off with, and avoiding calculators, at least in the first part of this lesson. Okay, so first of all, let's look at some of the basics. If you've got an amount, in this case $260, we can find certain percentages very, very quickly. So you should all know that 50% is half of this. So of course 50% is going to be $130. You should also know that 10% is a tenth of this, equivalent to dividing by 10. So if you've got something simple like 260, we can say straight away that 10% of this is going to be $26. And the final easy thing to work out is 1%, because of course to find 1% you divide by 100, so move the decimal place 2 places. So that would be $2.6 or $2.60 if you prefer. Okay, so those are our basic statements, and everything else is built on this. So for example, we can easily get to 25% because that's half of 50%. So if we halve 130, we've got 25%. Half of 130 is 65, so that would be $65. 20% would be 2 lots of 10%. So it's 2 26s, which is $52. Now, the next 3 are more challenging, certainly, but we can build them up using things we know. So, for example, 43%, I might use 2 20%, and then 3 1%. Now, that's going to give me a total amount of 43%. So we've got those numbers already. We're going to add up 52 and another 52, and then a 2.6, another 2.6, and another 2.6. So that's going to be our method. Let's just do this one and then we'll move on. So 52 plus 52 plus 2.6 plus 2.6 plus 2.6 is 111.8. 111.8. We need to write this in terms of dollars though. That's going to be $111.80. Okay. So that's our basic method. Pause the screen at this point and have an attempt at trying to work out these certain amounts for $145. Okay, let's go on with some further examples. So these are the sorts of questions you're expecting to see. So find 20% of 120. Well, I would work out 10% first. 10%, of course, is just £12. So therefore, doubling that, 20% is going to be £24. Finding 75%, well, if I find 50% of 48, that's going to be 24 kilograms. And by halving that, I'm going to find 25%, which of course therefore is going to be 12 kilograms. And so in total, if I add these two things together, I'm going to have 75%, which is 36 kilograms. Final question, a bike costs £180 before VAT is added. How much VAT must be added to the cost of the bike if it's charged at 17.5%? So in essence, this is asking us to find 17.5% of 180. So let's build this up. We can find 10% very easily, can't we? That's going to be £18. And using that and halving it, we can find 5%, which is going to be £9. Now that's 15% we've got. We need another 2.5%. So we can find 1%. Well, that is like dividing it by 100. So that's going to be 1.8, or in the terms of pounds, £1.80. We need another one of those as well. That's going to bring us right up to 17%. And if we half that, we're going to have 0.5%. So that's going to be 90 pence, or 0.9. Okay, so what we need to do then is add those up, and we're going to have our correct amount. So adding those up, we need to do 18 plus 9 plus £1.80 plus another £1.80 plus 90 pence, and we get the answer £31.50. Okay, that's all you need to be able to access the exercise. Good luck.